Hola, mi gente. From mi casa to your casa, from my house to your house.
Oh.
Hi, everybody. Look at who I have here. Kristen and Reafe in the building. Yeah, baby. All right. And of course, we have LIANA and Shane, Sir Shane, and Sir LIANA. All right, gente, we here, mi familia. It's been a while. We're coming back. We're just enjoying the time, enjoying this beautiful company here. And today's topic is going to be a little bit spicy and a little bit raw. How many partners is too many? And I mean bisexual. How many sex partners, too many partners? For a man or for a woman.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask each and every one of you individually, how many sex partners you think is too many? Okay. Without judging, without being so raunchy. We don't have to send so many, negativity. This is just our opinion, okay?
Right.
This doesn't go for everybody. Everybody is different, and everybody has their own tastes and their own ways. So I don't want to judge anyone for this. So this is going to be from our opinion, our experience, and we're going to speak about it. Reafe, I'm going to ask you, since you guys are on the panel. We're going to ask Reafe this first. We're going to go out there. Reafe, as a man, and you have, this is for the woman that you want to marry, that you want to be with. This is not just any woman. Vice versa with the women. Okay. This is not just any man you're going to date in the street. This is the one. How many, this is your beautiful lady, your wife. Yeah. She's just absolutely a doll. God bless her. And in reality, no man, and I understand that as a woman, as a mother, because I'm a mom, I don't want to hear 20, 30, 100 men touch my daughter. So it is, I could understand. So I'm going to be very open-minded, but I'm going to be fair. Right. What do you think? How do you feel about that situation? She comes up to you, tell you, well, baby, I've been with 37 men, papi.
Nah, that's a no for me, honestly, personally. For me, I'm going to be honest with you, 5 is my number. It's kind of low, but personally, that's just my number.
Okay. And that's okay.
And that's just enough for me, so.
I think 5 is too much for me. Look at his
5 is good.
He's blushing with 5.
5 is good. That's the max, because, you got to kind of be open to the fact that, maybe they were young and experienced in life and having fun.
That's not experience. 5 is an experience.
5 is a lot.
5 not really. 5 could be... it depends to who.
Right. Everybody's different, but for me personally, I would say 5 is a good number.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna ask you, Shane, because I want to ask the man on the panel first. I want to touch a little bit with the men's, because then I'm gonna go with the ladies. And how do you feel, Shane? Like, are you a little more open-minded? Is it okay the woman you're with has wandered off and had multiple partners? What is too many partners for you? Or you don't judge numbers, you don't care?
So, with me, I feel like I would say 10 to 15 most. 15 is high, that's pushing it. But I'm giving into consideration that females go to their stage where they feel like they don't want to be married or they're just having fun. So I'm going to take that into consideration that, maybe she was in that phase where she had fun and guys wasn't really, she didn't find the right one and she was exploring, and I'm gonna make that pass. But on the other hand, it's like I don't want to be with a woman that most men have sex with already. It's like an industry girl, like every guy in the industry have sex with. I can't be with a woman like that. You know what I'm saying? But
what's your ideal number though?
My ideal number, I would say 10, but 15 pushing it. But then in reality, I'm gonna be honest, for me, if I had met you, right, and then I'm in love with you and a year or two passed after, and you told me you got 50 body. I love you. I'm gonna love you regardless. I'm gonna be with you.
That's real.
That's real.
I'm not gonna leave you because I found you got 50 body. No, I love you, and I love you for you. So that's just my opinion. But originally in the beginning, when you meet a girl, she's not gonna be honest on what body she got. Most girls don't be honest about the situation. But if you love a person, the body don't become. That's just my opinion.
Right. I like
And
that.
no, but that's fair. That's your opinion.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And you're fair. Some people just is like, oh well, I only want a virgin.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Too.
That's that's an ego in a man. Remember, a man wants to have that beautiful woman that no one has had.
Yeah.
You know? So that's an ego. That's just what you call an alpha dog.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're not gonna have my girl. I'm not gonna walk around into a club and all y'all brothers,
You're right.
touch
You're right.
my woman. No, I'm not walking into a club like that.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere where my woman's like a doorknob. Everybody's taking a turn, and we're still not judging that.
But they can't
But
touch her
it's-
again though. You can't touch her again. Say what you want to say. You can't touch her again. That's my
I like
wife.
that.
Yeah.
That's so cute. I mean,
That
that
is
is really
cute.
adorable, and I love the way you think, Shane, because you think really open-minded. But in reality, there's a lot of men that don't think that
Yeah,
way, Shane.
yeah.
Leanna's lucky that that's the way you are.
Yeah.
You know, and you
Fast
think
look
because
fast.
you see Reafe to him 5. He was sweating to say 5, and I give
You
him
know what?
respect, but that was so
It's
honest.
not even
No,
just
but
because
a
of
lot
that,
of men don't
because-
keep it real.
Nah, but
Yeah.
I'm keeping it real because in the past, right? I've been with a woman that had a lot of bodies, and it was embarrassing when your friend just like, oh, I did that, this and this and that. It's like, yo,
You went through
what?
a bad
Yeah.
You know, it's
experience.
like, why would I
Embarrassing.
want that to happen again? You know, so
Right.
like,
Yeah.
you kind of look for that woman that's kind of low in body and just be
And low key and respect for herself.
respect for herself. And it's not like you don't have respect for yourself if you do have a lot of bodies, because it happens.
Exactly. We don't want to
You know,
judge.
right.
Once again, we're not
Like,
judging
you know what I
anybody.
mean? So it's just for me personally.
Mhm.
It's just.
I like that,
No,
too.
and I
That's
respect that. That is so fair. You know, everybody has, there's religions out there that
Right.
just, they won't even accept one body. So, it's okay. We can judge a person's preference. This is where I want to tell you, as a woman, you always, as a woman to me, you sometimes have to let a woman, if she comes to you, that she can feel that comfortability to tell you.
To tell you.
Yeah.
Not to feel that fear like, oh my God.
He's
oh my
gonna
God,
judge
he's
me.
gonna
Maybe
judge
he's
me.
not gonna
I've
love
been
me.
with him for a whole year and I haven't told him
that's
that I
hard.
slept with somebody that he's gonna keep. So
Yeah, but like as Shane said, right? If you love the person, that's what it's about. You know, you love. It's at that point, it's already
it's too late.
Yeah,
You know, it's not about that anymore. So yeah.
Alrighty, and now I'm gonna go to the ladies, and of course, we have my beautiful daughter Liana, but we're gonna go to Kristen. Kristen gets the
Okay, bring it
table
over.
word.
Bring it over.
Kristen, how do you feel about a man? See, I'm not only gonna ask the woman how many women they would like their men to have. No, I'm gonna ask the woman the same question. How do you feel about having a stigma of a number that a woman has to behave a certain way to have that from a man? That respect.
And let me just say, he's laughing because he knows.
Yeah, I know already.
He knows how I feel.
Yeah.
To me, I think those types of questions are perfect to have a conversation about, because I am all about breaking down societal standards. And it's like, I don't think, first of all, I think pride and ego needs to be shut down from the question.
Absolutely.
I think you cannot judge a person based on how many people they've been with or how many people they want to be with. Because if you think about it, how did everybody come into this world? Through sex, right?
It's normal.
Right.
It's nature.
So to me, it's like, why is sex such a taboo sometimes? Or how come it's so cute to talk about pregnancy, but you can't talk about sex?
It doesn't even make sense.
Without being pushed down and told, no, don't talk about this. Let's just keep this PG-13. It's like we're human and that's what we do. So to me, the question should not be how many bodies is too much. The question should be, why do you care about the number of bodies?
Wow,
I like that. You know what
and I
I
like
mean?
that. You're absolutely right. There shouldn't be a number of love is love.
It
should overcome anything. And everybody has a different sexual preference.
Yeah.
Some people are just
Open.
sexually open. They don't have
Right.
sex because they're gonna get married. They just do it for the pleasure and the
Right.
moment.
Right.
And they still get up. They go to school.
Yeah.
They go to Harvard. They go to Yale. They become doctors and
Yep.
lawyers.
That's right.
We're talking about all spectrum. We're not talking about just a skank. We're talking sex.
Yeah.
We're not talking about being dirty in the street, judging somebody.
Right.
It's like you say, there is a taboo on women, and I
Yeah.
totally believe in that, and I am so for it. Like, I'm over the men stuff.
Over
the
it.
alpha dog stuff.
I'm over it. I'm over it.
Okay, we're over this, okay? We're over it, I feel that a woman should not be judged by how many men she had, but by the standard on how she carries herself,
Yeah.
on when she works and how loyal she's to her children and to her family. You know, there's a lot to judge a person. It's not only one thing you do and boom. But that's what reality really is. Society will judge you.
Yeah.
Don't forget all the good, but remember one bad.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
But you gotta understand though, that's not just us as men that's saying, oh, we want the number to be this way before we actually get into
No,
it.
that is what
That's
she...
just world. Even if you're gonna buy a car, look at the mileage of this car.
Yeah.
Look at the mileage of this car. Which car?
The one with the lower
mileage, right?
Okay,
So
that's a good
definitely
analogy.
gonna choose the car low mileage. So that's why we're looking at as men, like, you know what? I check your rap sheet, like, yo, your mileage is high. I choose something that low that's gonna last me better. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like not define your character because it's not really define who you are, but it's just society. We always pick and choose.
The free will.
Different, you know,
Yeah.
pick and
Free will.
choose. You know.
Now, I'm going to ask my daughter, how do you feel about that question to a woman? Is it fair to a woman that she has to have a certain type of stat numbers of how many men before she could be, become a wife?
I kind of think like when you're dealing with sex as a woman, you should think into the future. I do feel like you should never go run wild, right? Things happen though, right? Because I'm a woman who had a baby before meeting my husband, right? And I have gotten judged for that, and they say, oh, Shane didn't have a baby, and people have said things like that. But I feel like, all right, personally, if you could count how many people you've been with, like the people you've been with, I think when you start losing count, you should maybe take a step back. You know what I mean? Just so you could save yourself a little bit, right? I also feel that when it comes to men, I don't care if he had 20 women, right? If he used a condom with all 20 of them, I feel like he's never really been with them. That's my personal.
Wow, really?
That's interesting.
And you're my daughter?
I
That
get-
is really interesting.
But I get what
No,
she's saying
wait,
though. I
hold
get what
on.
she's saying though.
He's
get what
like
she's saying,
pure
though.
in his own way, right? He's not perfect. He had those 20 women way before me, right? Just like if I've been with men and I had unprotected sex with all the men,
Yeah.
that's another level. But to be sleeping with men and you just lose count, you don't even know these men anymore. You're like, oh my God, I forgot I slept with him. I forgot I slept with him. It gets a little excessive.
For you to forget who you slept with, then you're actually, doing things under the influence, you're drinking, and that's a little wild. That's a little too much.
Man.
You always have to take care of yourself as a woman, because a woman will always be judged.
Yeah.
A woman is, like she said it in her perfect words, is a taboo when it comes to sex with women. A man can walk without a shirt, a woman can't.
Yes.
Look at how my daughter feels. If a man uses a condom, it's okay. So it's okay that if a woman uses a condom with every man, then she never slept with anybody.
I'm not saying that she didn't sleep with anybody, but I'm saying at least her partner, right? At least herself, who she is, she has a chance of being a lot more
On the safe side, of course.
pure in that sense, right? Because I'm not saying you can't catch a disease with a condom. Not saying that either. But at least you know her intentions. She was taking care of herself.
Yeah.
She understands the responsibility of sex. So you can look at her like, okay, this woman understands. Like, I could trust that she's safe.
Yeah.
Because that's a big deal.
But I feel like us
Yeah,
men,
but wait, but that's what I'm saying. You said when men wear a condom. To me, if you wear a condom, you don't wear a condom. You can have 5 condom layers. You're having sex.
No,
Yeah.
you are
Period.
having sex.
So to me, anything that you touch with your tongue in your mouth, to me, is more sacred than your penis. Believe it or not.
Oh, I like
Your
that.
mouth to me is sacred.
Yeah.
I know, and I think we all have been there where you have sex, you don't even make out with the girl. There's no passion.
Yeah.
No intimacy. It's a hip bang, thank you, ma'am.
Right.
Fist bump, see you later, next time we'll call.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
intimacy, to me, you can have a condom, but if you're passionately kissing and what you call fellatio, eating each other out, to me, that is more sexual than any sex. That is deeper than sex. So a condom, to me, doesn't keep you too pure.
Right.
Because if you're eating her asshole, now you're making out with me.
No,
You get what I'm saying?
But hold
So,
on,
to me,
right?
that's.
But I'm pretty sure, right?
I got these two going.
I love this.
No, but I'm pretty sure, like, if a man is gonna wrap up, he's
Yeah.
not gonna
No,
be eating
but-
her asshole.
That's not so, babe. I know men who
That's
wrap up
not true,
and they
yeah.
still do the thing. That's why I don't get it sometimes with the STDs.
Would you do that?
How many men have gotten STDs and use a condom because they don't realize you have your eyes, you have body fluids,
That's
sweat,
true.
making out, kissing. You can scratch yourselves. There's other ways. It's not
Right.
only penetrating.
Right.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
It's not only penetration.
But
it's
that's
still-
her though. Like
That's
she,
her
She
opinion.
feel like
I feel like
Of
that
course.
person is
It's
responsible.
more responsible.
You know,
That's the
so
correct.
for her, it's more like a responsibility.
Responsibility.
The guy's more like
Yes.
responsible. I'm trying to protect myself from catching a disease. Or
So at least he's not running around like
Yeah.
without being
But
unprotected.
me as a
Right.
man, and I know it's different for him as well. Because for me, a woman, says she have sex with 60, 50 guy, but she use condom. It's not a matter of you be trying to be safe. It's
Safe
about
or
your
not.
thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For men, it probably be different for him, but that's just for me. It's just like, yo, why you was doing this, having sex with so many men? Like, the
Yeah.
fuck if you being protected or being careful? It's just a mindset. You know?
No, it's not about a mindset.
No, I'm talking about
'cause-
for me though.
Right.
For you, it's for like.
Right, because to me, I don't want to put that taboo on women either all the time. Like, you know, but at least if she's out there, she know who she is, and that's how she is, and she's being safe about it. I'm not gonna knock her for
No,
it.
definitely
No,
You know, but it
absolutely
gets
not.
scary when you know a
You
woman
lose a number.
who's like losing numbers, having unprotected sex, giving
Yeah.
people stuff.
Yeah.
It's a different. I don't know. I might be saying it wrong, but I feel to me personally, right? If my husband has a lot of bodies, a couple of bodies, and I get with him, and maybe I don't know, but when he got with me, he always wrapped up and he was really safe. I'm gonna feel really good about that personally. But versus him like, oh, I'll just hit it and he don't need
Bang,
no
bang,
protection,
bang,
and
yes.
he's trying to like go down on me, don't even know me. That's a
Yeah,
red
that's
flag for
wild.
me because. Like he said, having sex is a mindset, and for you to have that dirty mindset, I don't even want to deal with it.
Yeah, but this is where we go back to sex. That's what sex is.
Yeah.
It's dirty.
No, it's not.
I
all
mean,
the
I don't
time,
mean, no,
Mom.
no, wait a minute. It's okay. The condom, I want my man to always be protected. That's my man ran around a lot, and I want him to be protected. I pray. He always tell me he used a condom. We only know what
But
we
so much,
hear,
right.
but so much, because we're not there. So my husband was very liberal sexually. I wasn't when he got me.
Right.
But then I became liberal sexually as an older woman. And it's not that I was being a slut. And it's not that I want the numbers to be high. I really didn't care. I came to a point in life, I don't care who you slept with.
Right.
I want to know that from this moment on, that we're going to try and just be together.
yeah.
And that we're going to respect each other and have each other, you know? And
right.
it doesn't matter your past or my past. Because believe it or not, I really believe this strongly. And this is only my opinion, I believe. If I slept with this man A and he had A through Z, then I slept through A through Z. Because out of 26 women, I know once or twice he slipped. It's just statistic.
Yeah.
It's reality.
Right.
And we hide, you know. So
What
you
if-
always gotta be aware, like you said. You gotta see the red flags. You know, you said it. You know, we always want to protect ourselves. That has nothing to do with being free sexually.
Right.
It's a difference.
Right.
You can still be open-minded and sleep around, but you have to protect yourself.
Right.
You have to take care of yourself. And when you commit, you cannot be free unless that's what y'all committing to.
Right.
An open, you know, swinging partners relationship, because it happens.
Yeah, that's
it's
very
out
common,
there.
too.
It's actually very popular with a lot of marriages that have been over 20 years because it's just a reality. You know, you have the same person, you want to spice up and go have fun.
And that's okay.
And then my daughter couldn't say it any better, and it's okay. I'm like,
As long as you guys come to an agreement for that.
Right,
Right.
and respect, mutual
Mutual respect.
agreement and respect, because if one says yes and the other says no and the yes swings for it, that's not fair.
Right.
Never judge a woman, you know, give it a moment. You know, right now you're in a perfect steady relationship. I don't know her past, only you know, I don't know you guys' relationship. But if you accept it and you're with her, it was worth it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
1000%.
what I'm trying to say, guys, just because we have a number doesn't mean we can bend. We could bend.
No,
Yeah.
It's okay to
Absolutely.
bend.
Absolutely.
Because you
Yeah.
said it perfectly, Shane. You said it. You know, once you're in love, that's it. It's too
That's
late.
it.
Too late.
Because
It's
I
too
remember-
late. Love is there.
I remember for me growing up, I had a mindset because it was always pushed in my head. Oh, my wife has to make, she has to cook, she has to cook, she has to clean, she has to do all these things because society told me that.
It's
And
culture.
then obviously once I fell in love with her, and I was just like, yo, why do
Where's
I need
the
to
Jamaican
be?
food?
You know, like, because as a Jamaican, you know, it's a real thing. Jamaicans like, yo, you gotta be with somebody who knows how to cook, da 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 da. And then I was just like, yo, you know what, Mom, it's not really about that. It's about what I love, who I love, and if I love her, I don't really care because we can learn together.
Exactly.
And that's what it's been for us. We've been learning together. I've been cooking. She does other things. As long as she's doing something that I don't like and we are bouncing off each other. I don't like doing laundry. I don't like doing those certain things. She don't like
doing
it.
that.
She's doing it. Then we're
That's
good.
fine.
Like, I don't care.
Maybe
you know?
I don't like cooking. I hate cooking,
Yeah.
right? But I have to do it, so I do it.
Right.
But I don't like it.
Mhm.
It's not fun to me. It's the most disturbing job.
Right.
Being-
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
are, but regardless, you guys are bouncing off each
Right.
other. What
Yeah.
you're not doing, he's
He's
doing,
doing.
and that's how you guys work as a team. So
Yeah.
that's what it's all about.
And you know what? That is such a reality. That's why they're together for 6 years and them 7, because you have to bounce off. You know, it's a balance. Everything is a balance, and for you to have a strong foundation is a balance. Don't judge anybody because they slept with a lot of people. Sometimes they need that guidance from you. You know, who knows if you're the person that's going to guide this. You can see she thinks she's a train wreck or he thinks he's a train wreck, and you see a beautiful person.
Right.
You're like, there's potential in you.
Right.
If you see that, don't judge it. Don't stop the relationship because it was only 3 or there was more than 3, there was more than 5. Give it a chance. Give it a moment. Give it a try. Don't judge anyone for their
Like-
past. To me, I would be turned off if the man would be like, oh, well, I can wear a condom, but then I can't feel it. Right? That's what I'm like, I can't feel it.
That's the-
No.
Right.
If you told me that, you told, oh, but I'm telling you because I love you. No. I'm done.
No, because like let's just say she had only 3 bodies, right? And all 3 bodies she never used a condom.
You could still.
And one of those times she caught something. And now she's telling you I only got 3 bodies, and the whole time you think this girl is perfect.
Hey, this
But she
is
has herpes.
Yeah.
Or she has HIV. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you
Right.
want to see responsibility in something so serious. Because
Right.
sex is really serious. Kids, teenagers, make sure you guys wrap it up. It
100%.
doesn't matter what the guy's telling you.
And make sure you get your checkups with that partner.
Yeah.
every 6
Yep.
months.
Before you
Every
start doing
6
it.
months.
You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Make sure you
Yeah.
get that check.
That is something very important, especially when you're young, because then when you hit my age, you'll get a lot of complications. You know, wrapping it up is always number one, is always the safest thing to do. And it's like my daughter said, when you see that person wrapping it up, it gives you that green light, they're okay, they're safe.
Yeah.
When they don't wrap it up, you like that red light, like, whoa,
Yeah, 'cause
stop,
you could
like a
have
stop
one
sign.
Right
Yeah.
there.
You can have one partner. The minute she lets you in unprotected, you should be like, whoa. Whoa. Like, both of y'all. Look in the mirror and be like, we're both nuts right now.
Yeah, because you know,
know?
it's not only sex. We're talking about a human being coming into this
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Children.
And you know, you don't want that to happen unless you want it to happen. When you're young, you just want to have fun.
Right.
You know, ladies, be smart.
Man.
Be careful with your numbers. It's a taboo on women. But I'm not telling you not to have fun, have all the ball you want. But be protected, be safe, have always safe sex. You want 100 men, you wrap it up 100 times.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Vice versa for men. You know, if you want to have multiple women, you want to have 1,000, because men go to the thousands, they don't play.
Yeah.
I need 400 women, I need 5, I need 1G. You know, it's okay.
It's
You know,
ridiculous, like
it's
that.
ridiculous, but wrap it up.
Yeah.
If you're going to have that much fun, make
Yeah.
sure you got a box of condoms.
100%.
Order a case, have it under your bed always, and you're gonna be okay. Don't judge a person by the content of their sexuality. It's a little
Yeah.
difficult. How many partners is too many partners? We're here once again. We're Reafe and Kristen and Shane and LIANA. We thank you so much from mi casa to your casa, from my house to your house. We thank you. Like, share, subscribe. Keep the comments decent. Ask
Right.
any questions you want to ask. You're more than welcome. You have now 5 different people to ask.
Peace out, guys.
And peace.
Later.
You already know the
Go.
vibes.
Yeah.